transportation, and then I leave, guys. So let's go. Okay, guys, welcome to Edutainment for us now on the final video of the day. Thank you so much for keeping it real and watching my channel. I'm so appreciative. May God bless you. We are here to analyze matters, okay, in our perspective, so don't worry. If you think we are not doing well, just relax until we are doing well and you'll be with us. If you feel we should do otherwise, I think you can also do otherwise and we watch you and we'll be so appreciative. But guys, we have a lot on the streets, so why not? So today I was a bit busy and of course you've seen me working on political videos also. I really honor politics. Currently, politics has become part of me, you know. In fact, I've not had time to do a vlog. I'm supposed to go to the river. There is a flooded river almost where I live. I'm supposed to go there, do a video for you, and just show how dangerous it is. It has swallowed so many people of late, and I'll be showing you later. But currently, guys, we are in Poland. We are in Nyabohanse. And also, of course, we have matters to do with Akothee. Of course, for those of you who know, Akothee is a very popular, rich lady in Kenya. She has gone through a very tough time. And of course, she always says she's not a role model to anyone. She doesn't apologize for her life, okay? And she's free to abusive language like what we saw from Kayole. I've never seen Akothee coming and saying, don't speak about me. She says, you can speak all sorts of things and no problem because I don't owe you an apology. And we say, of course, we don't owe her any apology. She has so many kids, each with different fathers, but she has made it to bring them up. So Akothee actually was taken ill. I think it's almost 1 week ago. She was taken ill from her home by her daughters after she had attended the best tourism company, competition, and she ended up in hospital. Of course, we understand very well that she had some very serious pain. She was vomiting, and she came up to share information online. She said that if she dies, no cooking in her home, guys. You know, in funerals in Africa, I don't know why people really submit to food. You find currently, even if someone doesn't have money, they say when they die, maybe even they died of hunger, but you will find that people are now contributing, raising WhatsApps. Every daughter or son is doing that. I am always against this, but now the culture will not allow me. I don't know if it's culture or the change of culture, because culturally, people used to be buried based on what how they lived and what they have. But somehow, I'm seeing people are embracing a very different way of life. Because in past, for example, people used to die from home sometimes, and they would just make a coffin from whatever available material is there, then you are buried. And the food that was commonly available was githeri. Let's say the mixture of beans and maize. Only special guests would have they would go into different houses and even choose some piece of meat, some chicken, some rice and chapati. But these days, funerals have turned into weddings. I'm like, oh my God, what's happening? Now, literally, children have become looters in such funerals, because if a child is a doctor, they'll raise a WhatsApp for doctors. If a child is a lawyer, there'll be a WhatsApp for lawyers. If a child is a teacher, there'll be a WhatsApp for teachers. And maybe one of them gets 300,000, another one 1 million. And at the end of the day, of course, that money will not be fully used for funeral. So I'm getting concerned with how people are treating funerals currently. You know, I'm like, why can't it just be like the past? Of course, we need some decorum and honor for burial. But why are people turning funerals into some kind of, moment where they have to revenge? Like, if you normally contribute, they'll contribute for you. Sometimes they look at a home and they see that at least people can manage themselves, and they say we are not contributing towards it, I'm not quite in line with that. I don't know. in my situation, I always say, if I die and there is no much money, just bury me with whatever you have. That is my thought, though. I don't know when I die, whatever they'll do. Of course, I'll not be there. I don't know. And it won't really beat me. So Akote actually went sick. And when she went sick, she said, in case I die, don't have any food cooked in my home. And don't bury me in any of my homes. Go bury me in a cemetery so that the property left behind will be for my children. What do you think? What do you think, guys? I would wish you drop some comments, chat, and show. Do you accept what Akote said? Or what do you think? Roaming Vinu. I can see some Arabic. Roaming Vinu, welcome to the channel, and thank you so much. So I'm just a critical analyst here, looking at different matters. Roaming Vinu. You are dropping Arabic. I can't understand what you are saying. Hello to you and welcome to my channel. I appreciate your presence and everybody here. Greetings to you, Prince Joe, Music RSA. Loading now 6 says, if there is no one to bury you, what's gonna happen? Are you so sure that there's no one who will be there to bury? You know, I'm not like against people coming to the funeral to bury me, but what I have a problem with is when people now raise a lot of funds, you know, like they say the funeral is worth 700,000. Why do people do that? That's my question loading now. Thank you so much for contributing towards the discussion, because I don't understand. You know, like even some families, they'll keep a body in a mortuary for a whole week so that they can just conduct harambes, you know? And I don't know. Prince Joe Music RSS says, why? Why what? So my question is, when someone dies, should people raise a lot of Harambe contributions towards the funeral, like raise WhatsApps? Every daughter has a WhatsApp, every son a WhatsApp, a family a WhatsApp, I don't know, the village a WhatsApp, the urban and a WhatsApp. I have not understood. At least if someone dies in the city, I understand that Harambe maybe is being raised to have money to fill a cash that will go back to the rural. But when someone dies in the village, like I die from near my home, why should people raise harambes and also like put money on the channels? Like they say, this funeral is worth 600,000. I don't understand that. That's what I'm asking. Loading now says it depends on people, belief, and religion. Okay, I don't know. Actually, I've not understood because I've seen so many people. When I was a kid, people used to die in my family. I lost my grandfather, my two grandfathers when I was actually around class 7. Then another one, I was in Form 1. Then I lost my several of my siblings, though they were so little. Some of them, the oldest was 8 months. There was another one was 1 year, and some were just 1 day old. So I've also seen a case whereby I lost an uncle. Those times, you know. And when people used to die in old times, people never used to contribute like you have harambes, major harambes. What could happen? It was simple. Like people would just bring some gifts, maybe firewood, water. They bring some tea for the people who are in the funeral. And then in the home, you also prepare, like you say, one son will give a cow. The owner of the home, maybe a cow is slaughtered, then it becomes food for the funeral. Vegetables are taken from the farm. And then we have like, you know, the cooking of beans. So I don't know. I don't know why currently you find a lot of contributions. But of late, I've seen like you are even put in so many WhatsApps until you are confused. You find even some WhatsApps you don't know even whoever has died, but you are fixed there. So I think I concur with the idea of Akote, whatever she said. When Akote actually fell sick, she just gave some statement, and she said that According to her, when she dies, she does not want people to actually go there expecting food. She said that if she dies, the only thing that will happen is that she should be taken to the cemetery and be buried, so that all the property in her home, they'll not say there is a body here, there is a whatever here. And then she said that people should come with their food to the funeral if they want to eat, but no food should be cooked in the funeral. What do you think about that? Anyway, for me, I don't believe like they should not totally cook, but then I just believe that it should not be exorbitant, like a situation where now we see most funerals, we have catering team and all those. I don't know, because there is so much lavishness that is happening in funerals currently, and you find like people are forced to contribute towards WhatsApp a whole week so that there is money before a funeral is done. They buy water, and water is there in the home, so they buy water. Yeah. Julius Mamburi, hello sister, please can you help me with 2K to pay rent? I'm stuck. Julius Mamburi, I wish you would know how we are struggling on these platforms. I just got monetized the other day, no money already coming in, so I don't have a way to help you. So Julius Mamburi, I'm so sorry for your situation, but I don't actually have cash money flowing with me. I've been struggling up and down even for the bundles and what have you, so maybe if I had a situation I would, but currently I'm not in a good situation to help. I am Lucy says, I wonder if this idea of lavish funerals is happening across Kenya. I think it is now happening in most homes because I've stayed in Ukambani. I've stayed in Eastern Province, the place known as Yumbuni, and on the way to Kitui. I've stayed in Kibwezi, again that is Eastern. I've also been in coast region. I've stayed a lot in Mombasa. I've also stayed a lot in Mwatate, that is Taita Taveta County. I've also stayed in Kiambu, which is central region. I've also been in Nairobi generally, staying in Kayole and Githurai. So I have friends who are from Meru, I have friends who are from all over the place. I've also been with friends from Uyoma, Ugenya, Homa Bay, that is Nyanza. And currently where I'm staying, we have Luyas, we have the Kalenjin, we have the Kisis. And what I'm seeing is that there is just a tendency that has turned up in Kenya. And people are trying to really make a lot of money from funerals. And at the end of the day, of course, it is, I believe it is just to create an impression that this funeral was so good, people ate plenty. So people buy a whole sack of rice, they cook chapati, they cook chicken, but the catering team will hide the chicken. I don't know, for whatever reason, they'll hide chicken, they'll serve meat, they'll serve rice, they'll hide some pilau, chapati, they'll hide a bit. Those kind of funerals are happening a lot, almost all over Kenya. But I think also it is just too much. It is just too much in some areas. Loading now says, what is the official language of Kenya? Official, if I may say, it's Kiswahili. Kiswahili is the official language because we have almost how many tribes? We have so many tribes actually. Based on the regions, of course, we have so many tribes. The most broken in terms of language is Luya. Luya have about 16 sub-tribes. Then we have the Kalenjin with 7. The Giriama or the people from the coast, 7. But the rest, Ukambani, the Masai, the rest of them are just 111 and all that. Loading now also asks, will I see giraffe if I visit Kenya? It depends with where, because giraffes are not all over the place. But if you go to the parks, Nairobi Park, if you come to Naivasha ends, if you go to Tsavo Park, which is Voi, and if you also come to Masai Mara, you will automatically see a giraffe because that is part of what is shown there. Someone has given here a coding that I can't read. Thank you so much for coming to the platform. So we were talking about Akothee. Akothee has about different children from different fathers, but she has really made sure that she takes care of her kids and also gives her them education. Of course, we know she has gone through a very tough time. Of course, the latest news is that when she was coming for the award for the best tourism company, she was from Mombasa. She has a home in Nyanza, another one in Nairobi, and another one in Mombasa. So when she came back, when she went to Mombasa, she went with her daughter, a daughter of her sister. And the daughter actually went to the, I'm told she went to the beach and got the beach boys and somehow got interested in one of them. So even without knowing the guys, whenever she could come to the house and she's asked questions, she didn't want to answer. So when Akothee was leaving back to Kenya, she was a little bit, back to Nairobi, she was a little bit stressed. And after the event, she went back to the house, she was unwell, and she's going through a tough moment. Loading now says it must be hard to communicate with that many tribes and different languages. It is, but when you stay with some of them, like I've stayed with Kikuyus, I've learned a bit of some words from the Kikuyu language. I also stayed with the Kamba people. I learned some things from them. The Maasai have not learned their language. That the Coast people, I learned their language. Luya, I know every other sub-tribe language. When it comes to the people from, let's say, the Rift Valley, I'm learning a little bit from them. So, of course, Loading now says, thank you for the information, welcome. Loading also said you should be a tourist guide. That is one of the profession I wished for. I don't know, maybe I'll start my company with time and see what to do. Africa will never unite says, I remember you. I also remember you. Welcome to the house. Thank you so much. Loading now says, will you be my guide if I visit? Of course, if you welcome me, I'll be there to show you places I've traveled. A lot of places in Kenya, especially the tourism places, Masai Mara, talk of Nairobi Park, talk of Tsavo Park, I've been there. And also coast, I've been so much in those places, different places, Watamu, Kilifi. I've also gone even to the extent of those Giriama, when you're going to Mijikenda, particularly if you go to Kayas and all that. So I've visited different places and I think I can do well in that area. So welcome as we continue with our analysis. Of course, we were on Akothee. As I've said, she's one of the ladies who has battled with life. She may not be doing well in terms of moral authority, but she has done her best as a mother. So, of course, we wish her well. We hope that she is going to pick up health-wise and live long. Loading now says, are there so many tourist attractions? Yeah, Kenya has so many tourist attractions. When you go to Baringo only, there are so many. Uasin Gishu, there are so many. You go to the borders of Busia, you can, you can get to Uganda, only that it should not be election time. We also have a lot of sceneries when you come to the part of Kapenguria. Of course, there's a lot that can be shown there. You come to Central, we have Mount Kenya and many other places right there. The falls at Thika. We also have the hot waters, the hot springs, Bogoria. We have places like Kerio Valley itself, and even the mining ends. When you go to Taita Taveta, we have Tsavo Park where you can explore, and you can also go even up to Tanzania side, though currently it's not advisable, but you can also climb the hills of Taita Hills generally. They are so, enticing and mineral mining grounds right there. When you go to Kwale County has a lot of things to explore. When you go also past Mombasa, the main the main place. You can also explore Kilifi, Lamu, and all those places. Ukambani itself also has a lot of things you can explore. That is the eastern. Lucy is saying there is also the Great Rift Valley. Yeah, the Great Rift Valley is right there. And there's a lot. Kenya has a lot of things to explore. If someone wants to tour, they'll really see a lot. All right, so let's get to our analysis. I've already taken about 20 minutes, but we have to enjoy. You know, when people ask questions, I just get so happy that we are engaging on the channel. So guys, as after we have left the issue of Akothe and we wish her well, we hope that she will be recovering soon. We can get to many other things. Loading says, I like hiking, but I'm afraid going for Kenya because of wild animals and hot weather. Oh my God. Then you should target the cold weather which runs between around April up to August. It's not so hot. During that period, it's a little bit cold. Even if we are in Mombasa, it will not be too hot unless you go to Garissa. I've been in Garissa. Garissa is extremely hot. And also when you go to the site of Kakuma and Turkana and hey, after Kapenguria, what is the other end? After Kapenguria, there is a part on the other end. Those ones are very hot. But the rest of Kenya, Western generally, Nyanza, during the season between April and August is a little bit cold. In fact, this year it has been a bit cold. Even up to now, it's not so hot. Unless during the period of 10 to maybe 10 to 2. Yeah. So don't fear so much Kenya because of, and again, wild animals are only in the parks. You only find them in the parks, but they are not everywhere. If you want to hike and you go to Taita Taveta, one of the places for hiking, it will just be okay. You will have a moment to enjoy, or even the part of the Tetu when you are going to the side of Machakos and all that. Yeah. So welcome, and thank you so much for being interested in our country, Loading New. We are happy to have you. So we are going into the second aspect of our discussion, and it's about these preparations that we saw Concra's mom offering the visitors, our special visitors from Argentina. I was like, yeah, Concra's mom has really tried it, you know. Not so bad, okay? For those of you who watched, of course, we should give credit where it deserves. Though there was some sort of disorder right there, especially with the missing Concra's dad, the missing David Jr., but everything else I saw it was fine. And of course, we had seen that earlier because Concra's mom went to purchase what was necessary. In Africa or Kenya, whenever visitors are coming, you will see my mother running up and down. I have to buy this, buy this. And there is always a communication between the mother and the son, or the mother and the daughter. I don't know whether Maro was communicating with the mother in these preparations, or maybe Concra's mom just found out from some elderly women within the village and decided to do what she had to do. Because especially the part of gifting, I don't know why it came so fast. You know, gifting happens, yeah, but it depends. When you are just receiving them, you don't give gifts right away. But maybe Kuria culture is different. I don't know. Because I've ever seen during my moment that visitors come, you celebrate, you talk, you share moments, and then later on gifts will come at the end. But maybe she realized that when they go to the villa, they may not be coming back. So let's just watch some of these moments and see what we can gather from here and there. But I really respect you people. My perspective is different. Maybe yours will be different. But as long as we respect each other, I have no problem. So let's see the preparations with Concra's mom going to the market. And she said she's going to buy what is necessary. Let me place the computer is almost going off. Let me ensure the computer is charging. If it goes off, then I can't even pull any receipts. And then you'll say maybe the video is lying, I'm lying in the video, or all that, but I'm not here to lie or bash or actually degrade anyone. I'm only here to prove what I think is necessary to prove, okay? And as I compare notes, because we are also learning, we are going to be mothers very soon. We are going to be mother-in-laws in future, yeah? So we are learning also, because the word they say, you never know. Maybe in future you think you are only your tribe, but you find a courier or an Argentina landing in your compound. So you have to learn from these channels as well. Okay, so let's go for it. So we saw Concret's mom going for the shopping. Yeah.
So that's the road, and I'm waiting someone to come and take me on a motorbike, then I leave. So we are moving to the villages, in the interior of the village.
Okay, guys.
Wow. People have got
Currently, Nyaboanza is looking very green, guys. Very beautiful, right? With crops all over the place. You can't believe this is the same place where people are shouting and saying, disaster, disaster, urgent help, help, help. Okay? So it has turned out to be very good. And I think I said this. I said this on my channel that very soon, if the storm comes early, which happens in Kakamega a lot, then automatically we will have the best harvest ever. And I can see the reality about it. I didn't lie in anything. You know, people would have thought that I was just degrading or looking down upon what was happening. No, I had not such intention. Now, look at this. Concret's mom went to Anyabohanze and bought a lot of stuff, waiting for the visitors. Of course, that is a natural or normal expectation that we are supposed to conduct. I'm like, congrats, mom, you refuse to learn driving and finally get to drive to the market. You would be driving, cruising your car, and just going, parking everything in the car and coming back. This border aspect, sometimes I don't like it. I used a lot of borders when I was in Taita Taveta. And the problem is they cause a lot of back pains. And again, if you have massive purchases to make, you don't carry a lot of stuff on a border. I'm not really degrading borders. They have their role to play. There are things that you cannot rely on the vehicles for, and sometimes even depending on roads, you may not rely on them. If you want to send also simple stuff, you may not rely on vehicles. And again, the fuel for vehicles is high. But then, we expect that if Concret's mom had learned how to drive and did it, she would be in the best position ever. You know, making purchases for her would be the easiest thing. Anyway, so she went to the market, bought these fruits, bought everything around, you know. We saw her buying these ones.
at the same time.
She bought this stuff, the fruit. I was like, good.
So hopefully, tunaenda hata ndimu tununue. Oh. So guys, we bought rice, and there's a lot of rice there. So that they stored rice. Yes. So let's go. We can rice. Yes. This is see there? Yes. Bananas with the
So his mom bought a lot of fruits, including mangoes, including rice, and she had to communicate clearly on her channel and say, yeah, according to culture, they'll have my home as the first stopping point before they proceed to the villa. I was like, amen. Kohera Senior, came attacking, like saying as if anybody doesn't know culture. Unfortunately, I wonder why Kohera Senior is so serious about now pursuing the life of Marwa. Actually, I don't blame Marwa. Maybe some people will blame him, but I've seen a lot of kids, and I always tell you because I'm an educationist or I'm a teacher. I don't dislike the issue of connecting parents with their fathers or whatever. But when I see parents who have been, we say deadbeats or totally absent from the life of their kids, and then they only turn up when things are rosy, I don't like that aspect at all, because it just becomes torture. This child will always recall that moment when they needed you so much and you are never there. And unfortunately, Kenya, we don't have a system, a legal system, to actually make fathers or mothers who are negligent to be active in the lives of their children. I had another case of another guy. He helped me in some work recently. And it was so unfortunate. The guy was saying the mother left him when he was a very small boy. And she went away. And the mother has only turned up when he is already at the age of marrying. You can imagine. So sometimes children go through a lot of torture because of the negligence of their mothers or fathers. Separation doesn't mean you give up your child. You should follow up and do some things in their life when they're growing up. Show up and even greet them, just bring some presents to them. And therefore, at least in future you will say, you remember me. Even the children will just remember you. But when you are deadbeat, totally deadbeat because of separation, and then you turn up and begin blaming. So Kohera Senior has been such a father. And I'm not sorry to say this. I don't think at any point will Marwa want to recognize him. I've heard so many people talking about it and even wishing that Marwa should just acknowledge, but I don't think he will, because especially the fact that he lost his eye because he felt like the mother was not there then and the father was not there then. I don't think he can forgive. Some things are just difficult, and even if he forgives, he may not forget. But anyway, at least we thank God that he is who he is. He is better by far. We can see even the father-in-law and the mother-in-law and the sisters-in-law are giving him respect because at least he has some wealth, you know. Funny enough, people respect us for what we have, not what we are. That is one of the funniest things that I learned in the world. And that is why we are battling left and right to make sure that we do some things so that even when we are aged, when people step in our homes as daughters-in-law or our daughters go elsewhere and they are there, at least they'll acquire this respect without necessarily looking like they are desperate, you know. So anyway, we saw Congress mom struggling buying stuff, rice and what have you. Then she came back to her home. We see here, right here, the border man on the gate. Yeah, we saw here.
Things here that we bought from the market for my visitors tomorrow. I'll be waiting for very important visitors in the home tomorrow. So you'll see them. There are things I bought for my visitors. Some I cannot show. We bought rice, we bought bananas, we bought
Hey, what's happening? Congrats, Mama. Are you limping or what is happening? So, of course, she bought a lot of fruits plus the rice. I don't think she bought a lot of other things. Maybe other things were already there. Of course, chicken with Congrats Mama as a farmer and the serious machete man in the house. We didn't expect her to buy that. She has that in the home. Vegetables, there are so much in the farm. We always hear that. And everything else, maybe what else? You know, Marwa always tells us that not Marwa, Dimwango says they have everything in the farm. Potatoes are in the farm, okay? And if they want to prepare chapati, maybe the flour is in the house. Someone was saying that Marwa doesn't contribute towards food. I was like, sorry, we may not actually know, but maybe he does. But most of the times I've seen Dimwango doing it. But then, remember Marwa did the construction of the house. Maybe he said, yeah, I've already done that. So the rest can be done by the younger ones because now David Jr., he's already there. And being the fact that he stays there, maybe he's the one currently doing that. So after the preparations, of course, the day was due. And the visitors were traveling all the way from Nairobi to the village.
Hello, guys.
And they arrived, of course. When they arrived, everything had to be done. Of course, when they arrived, the first person to receive them was Gitriba. Gitriba in the house. Hey, look at that. I was like, Gitriba, if you knew how to drive in town, you are supposed to be the driver of this car. Africa or Nyabohante. They already arrived Africa long ago. When they were traveling in the airplane, even when they arrived in Ethiopia. Oh my God. What did I just hear? Culture is culturing. So Marwa has to say in the vehicle, I have to go and urinate. And he's almost, hey, what is this? I didn't hear it properly. Hey, my goodness, sometimes on these videos, what we hear. I really want to urinate. My goodness, Marwa, you would have, anyway, maybe they don't hear Kiswahili English. Anyway, we forgive you for that. But Marwa had to say in the vehicle just before, and they were already in the village. They were heading to the mama's place, and he said, oh, I really want to go and urinate. I was like, why are you supposed to say this on camera, Marwa? Come on. The tourist director with the CEO in the house. What are you saying? My goodness, this is why we keep following your videos and people are like, why do you watch? And we watch for reasons like this. River is the first person to see. She said thank you. I wanna urinate. Maybe I may go to the maze. I really wanna urinate. My goodness. Marwa is already at home. He is pressed. He cannot just say I'm pressed. He doesn't tell the driver I'm pressed. He says, I really wanna go urinate. Maybe I'll go in the maize. I'm like, maize has already been harvested, Marwa. Have you forgotten? You are back to Kuria. You are not still in another county. You know, in another county, like Nakuru County, they still have maize in their farms. I also, which other county? Taita Taveta, they are planting maize. Ukambani is already done. Hey, my goodness. Anyway, let me forgive him for the... Anyway, it's not even a slip of the tongue. Maybe he's pressed. Anyway, and he's at home. So why go to the maize? He's at home, so he can go to the parents. You know, we call them what, restroom, and do whatever he has to do. Brother Amos Kibet, welcome. I'm gonna go to the maze, but my mother-in-law is around. So let me go in front of the truck. Luis. Machete man right there. Guys, my dad showed up. Guy. We were waiting for the van. Jesus. Papa llega, mi papa. Hello. Oh. How are you? Muy bien. Machete man, you are not serious. Yee, Papa. Papa Machete man meets, can you imagine? Meets Luis. And he's just in his old shirt. Seriously. Like, I know when visitors are being awaited for, parents normally have to dress in the best clothes as they receive the visitors. There is that impression, guys. I'm not really talking about this for just fun. But I'm just wondering, I thought when visitors are coming because now they know what time they would have arrived, this man should be in his compound and maybe receive from the gate and then welcome them in, usher them in. But now he's shut, guys. Look at that. That is Machete man for you. That is Mr. Luis, the father to Rosho, and that is Machete man, who is currently playing the role of the father to Marwa. Just look at his shirt. All those shirts, they are very... You know, when you are dark, when I am like this, I shouldn't put on so dark. Anyway, what am I even putting on and I'm saying? But Machete Man is in that kind of shirt. You know, for me, I don't have visitors today. But now Machete Man has visitors in his home. I don't know what you think. You can drop a comment as long as you maintain respect. That's what I always ask for on this channel. Because I don't go abusing people. All I do is to drop comments and comment and also walk through what people are doing. So guys, Machete Man was there and Marwa was going to the bush to help himself to the maize. Oh, yes. I see now. I understand when he says I go to the maize. The maize that they planted recently is big enough. It can hide somebody. Anyway, so
He says he doesn't understand English, but a little bit.
Thank you, Rosia. How are you, Mom?
Yes. He said he will try to understand a little bit.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's go back and...
No, it's okay. Then we arrive, then we will plan.
Okay.
You can pass by this way.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Let me...
Here is here.
Okay.
This is Romina, sister to Rocio.
Romino, how are you? Romina,
Yes.
how are you?
Yes.
You're doing fine?
Yes.
Most welcome.
Como te sientes?
most welcome.
That's the sister.
There is a sister. Very simple.
That
so
is
much.
interracial.
Very simple.
Say hello.
That is the mother.
Yes. So
Mom,
maybe you go to the other side.
How are you?
And Rocio will help you to translate. Guys, you have language barrier. See, this stopped here so that my dad can actually receive the visitors. Otherwise, it would have been.
Really? Receive the visitors? The way he's just dressed like that anyway. That is his, my dress, my choice. My dress, my choice, Machete Man. Oh. So, I don't know why I heard on another channel people saying that Machete Man was not there. But I can see Machete Man is receiving the visitors from the road. I don't know, for whatever reason. Anyway, it's culture. Maybe Kisii culture or Kuria culture, a mixed aspect. But interracial relationships, you see what interracial relationships do. They can shake hands so easily. Sometimes I don't understand in our culture why, like, I can't greet my father-in-law in his hands. My mother cannot greet my husband in her hands. You know, that part of culture I've never understood. Anyway, I've never understood. Someone should make me understand, because that is one culture that I don't agree with. Just greeting, hello. People sometimes have to step in the bush. You can even step on a snake because you are running away from your father-in-law. You are greeting from a distance, like, it doesn't look good to me. And how I pray that maybe my children should have interracial or intertribal marriage. Like in Kenya, you marry a Kikuyu or a Kamba, they'll not have a problem with greeting your hands, whether it's father-in-law or whatever. Also among the Maragoli, the Luya, they have no problem. But when it comes to some tribes, especially the Luya, and also the Luo, there are so many abominations, I don't know. You can't even stand them. Oh my God, Skamaro says, I heard OT say that another car had broken down and blocked the road. Machete was coming from the farm. Oh my God, so Marwa is just cheating here by saying that the father had come to receive the visitors, because I was getting surprised. Marwa knows the home. How can we really have the Machete Man coming like that to receive them, and he's not even dressed up? I'm like, even if it is interracial, why should you look like that? And you knew the visitors were coming, you are not even dressed up. I don't know, what impression was he trying to create? What impression? Anyway, we can spare him for that. So he was coming from the farm. Must you go to the farm when visitors are coming? Must you? When visitors are coming, people call off so many things. I've even gone to visitations which are not necessarily like going to see a mother-in-law or father-in-law. There is a time we went to Homa Bay, we went to Kenya, and we went to visit our friends, just like visitors. And the father never went to work because we are there. You know, they are supposed to receive us as visitors. You know, so they were, and in fact they were dressed up, ready for us. And even when our home also we received visitors, whether they are in-laws or whether they are just general visitors, my parents have to put on their Sunday best. But Machete Man, no. And someone was asking what kind of clothing would he put on, and I'm afraid he was just like that. Anyway, so
As you help to translate.
translation had to go on. And Machete Man is squeezing the hands and saying, oh, you look so much alike. How are you, Romino? How are you? I don't know. How are you? Anyway, it is what it is. A sin indeed. My goodness.
Tell them.
Elisha keep Kosgei. Welcome in the house.
This seems like God had planned, like the Ondari will show up from here.
God had planned.
A new day means a new opportunity.
God had planned. For you, everything is God's plan. Even if it is disorganized, it's God's plan. Really? Sometimes I don't know why we mention God in blasphemy for nothing. Even when things are not moving, we say God's plan. Really? I don't think God is a God of disorder.
Let's go inside. Bora tufungulia hapo kwa mayugno, tutaingilia hapo tukatie kona. So guys, we're gonna go home to my mama first. Then we go down.
Okay, why?
Coincidentally, we met a big truck closing the road, and all of a sudden now it doesn't even want to.
Okay. Okay, so I see what happened right here. The rains were all there, and so now they are finally almost near Congress, mom. Let's see.
Patata kuja uwekee kiti. Guys. Oh, wacha washuke alafu. Uncle Mo, how are you? Good. Yes. Hii ni mpango ya Mungu.
Mungu alikuwa amepanga
hivyo.
Tunakuambia in every situation Mungu ana sababu. Sababu yake ni nzuri
sana.
Mama ameandaa hapo tangu usiku.
Oh. Guys, my dad says that my mama has been preparing food since morning.
Up to this time. So she's so much she's so much ready. Organized.
Okay. Let me help them come out. Uncle Mo. Karibu. Tu asante.
Asante.
Oh, so now you look under Uncle Mo is more ready for the guests than Machete Man. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hey, what is this? Like the owner of the home is not even ready for the guests compared to Uncle Mo, who is the brother, the adopted brother to Congress mom. Anyway, it is what it is. Sometimes we flow with the vibes, but why? Why? Hey.
Lento, mama. Gracias. Bienvenido a casa. Bienvenido, Mr. Luis.
Bueno, bienvenido. Gracias por la invitación.
Uncle Mo, hola, ¿cómo estás?
Aló.
Bienvenido a casa, por favor.
Hey.
Todo sale así.
Hola, güey. Vamos a saludar a Sarah.
Anyway, it was not a junkyard, right? They at least landed in a home. Romino.
Sasa wewe utageuza. Alafu. Bienvenido. Mi mama es aquí.
The mother is now here finally to receive with the lesso African way. I normally ask my mother, why do you people burden yourself with lessos?
Asante or thank you. Thank you.
Welcome. I'm the mother to Marwa.
Mi mama, Mr. Luis.
Luis.
Sasa in Argentina they give you a kiss.
They
Like,
give you a kiss?
yes.
That's how we do in Africa. Welcome. How are you?
Mama, thank you.
Africa, that's how we do it.
In Africa. Mama.
Welcome.
Welcome is bienvenido a casa. Bienvenido, welcome.
Bienvenido a casa.
Welcome.
Bienvenido a casa. Bienvenido a casa. We will know by force. By force. We will know Spanish. I had a Spanish friend and I didn't learn a lot of Spanish. I don't know for whatever reason. Yet I was teaching her English.
Translate. Sin zapato. Aquí limpia y allá. Entrar de
As they kept removing their shoes, I was like, the other day, was it Rosho who said that in our culture we don't necessarily remove shoes? And so here they were forced to remove shoes. And when they got into the house, the prayerful lady began to pray. Amen. And every African mother, most African mother do that. I see whenever I arrive at home with guests, especially when guests come, the first thing my mother will say, let us pray. I hope I'll be bringing her to the videos very soon so that you see what you have to see. Anyway, so they had to pray. All right, the long prayer.
We are so grateful as a family. We are so grateful.
Okay.
We pray that as they stay with us, let them have blessings in this home. Thank you for everyone. Thank you for their father, Mr. Luis. Bless him abundantly at his age. He saw it wise to come to see where the daughter is going. We are so grateful. Thank you for Mom. Also, we are so grateful. God bless all of you. And also the daughters. It's my humble prayer in Jesus' name.
It was not that long prayer, right? And she was focusing on the tradition aspect, the fact that they have come to see where their daughter went. They came to see where their daughter went, okay? And it's a good home, right? Yeah, so they talked a little bit. Introduction was done again. And food was served. The sinks are now being used, but I know, not the sinks, the jug.
Okay. Okay. Aquí, Mr. Luis. As I'm telling you, Mr. Luis has arrived in the village. My mom had cooked so much. Imagine if that's why the car didn't move out there on the way.
And God had a plan.
And then you showed up. You know, my guys, look, my phone is off. I didn't communicate with my mom.
I tell you, Mungu alikuwa na sababu.
I'm telling you.
What are you saying, Marwa?
Si, Baba. Anasema hii chakula yote.
Africa, we overcook. When visitors, special visitors are coming, we overcook. That's what exactly happens. So that you know there is an impression in that. So when they cooked like that, what impressed me was that when Congress mom wanted to move away, we saw mother to Rosho telling her, sit with us so that we can eat together. That was a lesson to Rosho. Rosho actually has been eating from the bedroom. What bad habits. I hope she's learning something here. And indeed, Congress mom had to sit and eat with them. Machete man also did it. I hope so. So let's see. Because they have washed their hands, they are now eating. And they are trying to move away, but they are told, no, we eat together. Okay?
She cooked by 11. No, they are serving for her. I feel like, mom, we can have some food. Hay limón aquí, cualquier persona. Oh, allá, Romina, Laura.
Put this maybe somewhere there. Yo tenía champecito también. Okay.
No, iko sawa, mom. Haya, como.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll have chapati now. Oh my God, let me have 2 chapati. I took 3. So that's para mí, fantastico. Saying this one for me is fantastic. Maisha is also having his own party down there. No problem. No, let her be. Let him. Let
Break the chair. Come on. Relax. So guys, everybody served the best meals Esther had offered here, and I hope Rosho is speaking some lessons actually. How you treat the guests, you know? How you treat the guests. You are supposed to eat together with the guests. You don't go hiding in the bedroom and saying that no. Even Maro himself one day said that we don't eat in public with the rest because anything can happen to our food. Food eaten in public can never be poisoned. If you are serving from one common point, all of you, there's no way someone can poison you. Never. That is the best way by the way of eating. If people are serving themselves, there is no way someone can poison unless someone serves you. So Marwa and Rosho, I hope you now have to, you really have to grow. Is it, what do I say even? You have to be shaped up, style up.
So guys, my mom is really struggling to speak Spanish. She's saying gracias instead of the presents.
No problem.
Coming. Presents. How do you say Mom, I need more tea. I love that tea. I love this tea. It's like hibiscus.
Kama ile gari imetoka,
ndio
haijatoka pale.
Haya, sisi tutashuka tu kwa mguu.
Labda hiyo wale vijana tuwaje.
Tutashuka tu pole pole.
Okay.
So gifts were offered again. The kangas, the you know, the piece of clothes to you know, prepare some clothes, a shirt, and I was like, congrats mom, leo umejikaza, you've done it. Okay, you've done it. But where is Devi Junior? Where is Devi Junior, mama? Anyway, they walked in darkness to the villa and finally arrived at the villa. Of course, we are watching more videos today to react tomorrow. Okay.
Guys, we had
in darkness they arrived at the villa.
Walk home because the car is still stuck there. So we are arriving at the villa. Dada yangu. Baba yangu. Mama.
Who is this receiving them? Who is that? I don't understand. Why is he responding like Mashetema? Oh, it's Moi. So the visitors finally arrived in darkness at home, but full stomach. So congrats, mom.
All the way from Argentina to the villa. Luis. Anasema mimi nilimuita Mr. Louis. Jina yake ni Louis. Sasa Mr. Louis. Yule anaitwa Romina. Na huyu anaitwa Laura. Na hawa ni dada za Rosio. Na yule ni mama ya Rosio. Anaitwa Mrs. Haharavija.
Hello? Haharavija again.
Dadi unawajua majina? Haharavija. Yaani kama unacheka. Haharavija. Haya, karibuni.
Oh my God, Haharavija.
Sasa mimi, I just want to leave and go and take bath and also get organized. So, feel at home, feel very.
At least Machete Man today was looking like now a host. What happened the other day?
Thank you, Dad.
So you can
Hola, mi papá.
But he's still having that t-shirt, huh?
Bañarse
But the gums are off.
Ay, bienvenido.
All right, we are finally in the villa, so the dramas will continue. But now, where was David Jr.? Of course, David Jr. was there celebrating with Brian. At Brian's home, that is where he was. Also regretting to have helped, I don't know which family, and also responding to those who had betrayed him, and also back and forth with crying. I was like, David Jr., you're not serious. Because I remember a time when my father came to actually see or rather visit my home where I'm married, I realized that all family members were called and they were to be there. My brothers-in-laws were there. Apart from one who lives very far, the rest were there. And we had to know each other, like they have to know my father has to know them. The same thing when they came to pay dowry in my home. All my sisters who were around were there, and we had to come around. We were introduced, all of us, and all that after people have eaten, you know. So I don't understand. Maybe this is Kuria culture or Kisi, or is it because Marwa and David Jr. do not share the parents? I don't know. So David Jr. was serious, busy here, celebrating.
Wow. So we had people with us, but we don't know where they are. We thought they are following us. Brand Pepper. Okay. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Let me remove this thing. This is the helmet. No, it needs to be just indoors. That is Jote Freshie, and we are at his home. These are continuation. Takunulia leo, umesikia?
Niuje niwoshe, nitengeneze niwoshe. Nienda nimsage. Sasa mtu unamwekea hata hapo kwa jage ama kwa tamusi. Akipenda napiga kichwa.
For sure, guys. Brian needs to be feeding on porridge, and I just told the mother today I'll buy the millets, the finger millets that they can be cooking for him. Because guys, we are taking pictures for the video.
So David Jr. is busy. Content creator working too busy. 5 hard until he has no time even for the Romino and the rest of them. Maybe he will go there later, I don't know. Or whether he'll go to the villa, I don't know. But it was a bad scene to actually have him absent. Meanwhile, finally Dimwango has decided to reveal the face of the boyfriend. She had tried to actually brainwash people or blackmail them, tell them that I will only show the face when I reach 500,000 subscribers. I was like, what kind of blackmail is this? When subscribers are coming, let them just come willingly. You don't have to put conditions for them. Just urge them, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, follow, you know. But now you tell them like, until you reach this, then that is when I'll show. Who cares whether we are dating dogs or monkeys or trees? People don't care. I've seen a community where people date thunderstorm. Is it lightning or thunderstorm? Lightning. So who cares that you should show us your lightning, that we know whether it is red or white? Then we add views to, or rather subscribers. It's not necessary, you know. So I just thought that was a bit of childish at the beginning. Anyway, she always says she lives her life. She doesn't care whoever you are, if you come today, you can't lecture her. It is what it is. So today, as they were walking in the village of Poland, the Soviet village, she goes about to show the face, and her her subscribers are lying to her. Very handsome man. I hope the wedding bells will run soon. How wonderful. He loves you. Take care of each other. I'm like, hey guys, cool down. Love is not something that is actually encouraged from outside. No one can teach me or tell me to love my husband or my husband to love me. It's about ourselves. And always there is no straight relationship that is clean, totally clean. And I don't know, what do you use, you people, to gauge whether he is handsome or whatever? How about the former people she was dating? Were they ugly? Were they ugly? Okay, so let's look at the face finally revealed. So the guy is now free. He is free. He does not have to hide his face anymore on videos. He just have to be himself. When I saw the other video of exercise and he was holding her up in air, I said the face is going to be revealed soon, and I've seen it fine right here.
Turtle design.
You will enjoy the person.
Yeah? By doing what? Sitting on the turtle? Looking at it? Okay. Okay guys, we're walking the dogs, catching the sunset. As you all see, it looks so beautiful. Okay. Oh, people are doing fishing. I didn't know you could actually fish. There's somebody there doing fishing. Next time, we will also buy the fishing rods.
Okay.
I love these ears. Look how he does it.
I read some comment by Mr. Fruity, and he said he found the definition of love, and he gave some script to Dimwango that next time she should be doing a video actually focusing on sharing how she met her lover, not about haters back at home. My people are fast to charge. Now they'll be in the toilet. They'll be swimming in the toilet. Oh yeah, oh no, that one is not good energy. It's bad vibes, you know. Yeah, so now that she's finally shown the face, she should go ahead and tell us what made her interested in this guy. Because she told us, meet the Polish man who stole my heart. I'm like, how many times will your heart be stolen? Was it returned, by the way, in the first relationship, in the second, or did it go? You have just a shell of a heart. Anyway, I don't have to really talk about this. But finally, the face of the Polish guy is exposed. So as they walk around the streets, he's free to show the face. She went to the waters. She told us she's going to make one cold swimming moment. She told us in December she will still be in Poland. Even in January she will be still in Poland. So no hurry, no hurry, no hurry, no hurry. Okay? So she is washing dishes and cooking. I'm like, okay, so you have turned into lifestyle like ourselves, the lazy gang. Is Poland that little? Like, Poland doesn't have places for people to keep visiting and showing so many cultures, different things. It's always about the dog walking in the village, you know. It's about showing the waters, the cold bath. It's about these hens here, the grains, the farm. Anyway, maybe the boyfriend is a serious farmer in Poland. Why not? That is why we are being shown the farm, the farm, the farm all the time. Anyway, the evening walk went on and on as she kept talking.
Guys, what do you call in between pond and the lake? Okay, let us know. They know everything, baby. You've forgotten about it?
The Brits, now it's your time. Because Americans don't have another word, I assume.
Yeah?
Yeah, but the Brits, they do.
Yeah? Okay. I'm waiting to see you guys the comments, okay? What's in between a lake and a
Yeah?
pond? Let us know. The reflection for me. Wow, look at those trees. Yeah, it's really good.
So finally, as we go for our shopping and come back to the house, how about this?
I teraz poczekamy, jak zupa będzie gorąca. To troszeczkę wlejesz zupy
Okay.
i
And we cook
For you guys.
this
So you'd rather appreciate her.
very heavy soup.
weź teraz miska i czepaczek i wlej trochę gorącej gorącego
Okay.
i tamtą czepaczką wymieszaj.
I was like, what is
Ja
this?
będę nagrywać.
Somewhat
Anyway.
vegetable soup.
Mm.
Yeah. And that will be it for dinner. I'm not cooking.
Oh,
Wow.
that is wow. Everything is wow. Everything here is just wow. When I compare this to what Concrat's mom has shown us in the village, I can say to what Concrat's mom offered, wow. But this one, a lot of soup with, I don't know, pieces of whatever. Anyway, it is what it is. That is culture for us. They say travel and learn a lot. Flexible, a free soul. Did they say a free spirit? Guys, interracial marriages loading. So I'm waiting for a wedding or a ring for Osho and another ring for D Mwango in Poland. So we'll be traveling to Poland and we come back to Argentina. We come back to the village. Anyway, thank you so much for those of you who watched. I really appreciate for your love and presence all the time as we sit here and analyze everything on the streets, everything. Bring it on and I'll be on you. And if you want to analyze my vlogs, I have no problem. Go ahead and analyze my vlogs. I'm a free spirit. I'm a free spirit. So thank you so much. Have a good night. Have a nice day. And may God bless you in your endeavors. Right? Thank you so much. I appreciate. Oh my God.